Good evening, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant speaking, Mr. Solace. Today I want to do this video called Black Power versus Black Strength. And it's a deep thing I want y'all to grasp. Y'all never hear me say Black Power, ever. And there's a reason why I don't. Because it's a lie. Black people don't have power, and we all know this. And I'm not the type of brother that just say slogans because they sound good. Whatever I say, it got to have some relevancy to it, or I don't deal with it. You got a lot of brothers say Black Power, and I'm not knocking them. Say Black Power, do your thing, but you goofy to me because it just ain't real life. But you do your thing, however it works for you. But I deal with real life, and that's the cloth I'm cut from. So this is why I never say Black Power. But y'all may have heard me say Black Strength before. Some of you may have seen me write this in a Facebook post. Black Strength. Now I say Black Strength because it holds relevancy. It's real. Black people are the most strongest people on the planet because you have to have a certain level of strength to endure all the hardships that we've endured over the past 500 years. And if you want to go deeper than that, because a lot of people think we the Hebrews. That's a whole different subject, but just in totality, if you believe that, we've been going through hardships basically for forever. So my thing is this: you got to be strong to endure. So individually, all black people have strength because they endure. But power comes in numbers. So it's a deep thing y'all gotta grasp. Black people got strength, but they don't have power because power comes in numbers. And it's a deep thing y'all gotta grasp. This is how the white people are in control. Because out of all races, they come together when it's time. And all other races lag and slag to do it. And we all know black people don't ever come together. So, but the power is in the unity. And this is why black people don't have power. And it's an interesting thing I want y'all to grasp. Because during slavery times, you had the natives of the land that was here. And you had the white people that came here. Now, all the white people in the beginnings, they was fighting amongst each other. Grasp. Anyone who knows slave history, they know I'm right. They'll tell you, yeah, the white people were fighting amongst each other when they first came. The British, the Dutch, all the different white groups was fighting amongst each other. And it's an interesting thing because all the natives of the land was doing the same thing. They was fighting amongst each other also. But here's the interesting thing. When the white people figured out a way to set their differences aside and come together, not all of them, but most of them. See, they got y'all believing that there was a British and Dutch war and one side won, but none of that matter. They came to an agreement. And this is how they took over. Because they unified before the natives unified. So you had the white people fighting each other. You had the natives fighting each other. The white people decided to get their shit together before the natives. And this is how they took over the land. Because you have power in unity. And the natives wasn't unified. And this is how we at this point. It's a deep thing you have to grasp. If the natives would have unified before the whites, we'd have a whole different America than the America we have now. And that's a deep thing y'all should grasp and think on. Take 15 minutes out of your day and think on that. What would we have if the white people never took over? How would life be? Because we live their reality. This is how they wanted America to be. America wasn't like this. They wanted it like this. So we live their reality that they made. And it's a deep thing you have to grasp. This is why I say we have to get land and make our own reality. Whether you get land on your own, just your family, or groups of us come together and get land and build ourselves up. However you want to put it, has to be done. But black people will never have power because black people don't understand what power is. They think power is being powerful. They think power is an individual thing. It's not. There's no individual leader who stayed in power because power is a matter of numbers. Those who rule are only in power because those who don't come together. There's more of us than them. But the thing is, those who rule this place are together. So it's a deep thing. United Nations, they're together. And everybody else is separate. So this is how they rule. Because there's power in unity. It doesn't matter how strong you are. Once people unify, you're finished. So it's a deep thing you have to grasp. You can have you could have 8 of the softest brothers you ever seen. And you could have one strong man. And they'll overpower him. Doesn't matter how strong he is, they'll overpower him because it's more of them. So you have to grasp how this goes. It's a deep thing you have to grasp. Oh. It's a deep thing y'all have to grasp, man. The power is in unity. Now, I know some of y'all probably wondering, what did Salish just take off? I'm sorry, I usually take that off before I even do the video, but I forgot today. And it was kind of cutting off my circulation. So I had to take it off, but y'all truly wasn't even supposed to see that. But what that is basically it's basically something that they give you young niggas. Let me put it to you like this. You young niggas that's out there and y'all like to shoot and gun and bust and y'all savages. Well, this is what y'all gonna get when y'all become my age. When you get 35 years old and you've been running around in the streets shooting and gunning and busting. So then when you shooting and running and gunning and busting, then motherfuckers gonna get you back. Because this ain't a movie. So then that's where this come in at. Because when people come to get you back, and you a real nigga like me, I'm sorry. You a real man like me, you take your licking and keep on ticking. So I got a whole bunch of injuries. Because I've been doing this for years. That's why I be cursing y'all out. Because a lot of y'all goofy, y'all be talking dumb, stupid stuff, man. And you wouldn't last 2 seconds in my shoes. In real life. So it's a deep thing. But for all you young brothers out there that like running and gunning and slanging and banging, you're going to get shot. You're going to get stabbed. Just like Pretty Hefe. You're going to get smoked a bunch of times and you're going to get stabbed a bunch of times. And then, when your body start not working because you got bullets in it, because I got bullets in it. It's a deep thing. A lot of y'all goofy. Y'all soft. You just run your mouth. A lot of y'all teachers and leaders, they soft. In real life. And this is why I talk how I talk. Because I did shit. So I could talk shit. That's how my mind works. If you did shit, you can talk shit. So I talk all the shit I want and I say what I want. Because I know on a one-on-one, a lot of these motherfuckers are soft. You put a knife in them, you won't see them again. There'll be something else in the life. I don't mean dead. I mean there'll be something else. Motherfucker will be a weirdo. He will go from gangster to some weird shit. But excuse my language. I know I like to keep my conduct as clean as I can when I'm doing my videos. But yeah, this is my back brace. For any of you beautiful spirits that watch me and y'all went to John F. Kennedy High School, I want to let y'all know our dear friend Sherrod, camouflage rod, you know, the one that always says Killer Cam brother, he's gone. He's left us. He had a little problem. I don't want to get too much into people's business, but that's my man. At the end of the day, he got hit up. I don't want to say where at in the world he got hit up or whatever, but he got hit up a few times and he ain't make it. And it's a deep thing, man. You never know when somebody gonna be gone. So the best thing y'all need to learn how to do, man, is start showing people they love while they here. Because people dropping all around us. And I know we tend to think, man, when it ain't close to home, you don't feel nothing. So you like, man, I don't know how to. But it's a deep thing. Everybody get their turn. So you just got to grasp and try to show people they love now. And for any of you beautiful spirits that may think like I'm sad or something, I'm not. I have an understanding of life. If my voice sounds like I'm sad or crying or something, I don't know why. But I'm fine. It's just late. It's like 4 a.m. and almost time for me to go to bed. I gotta be up in a couple of hours with the sun. Then I could go back to sleep. But that's a whole nother story. But the brother Rod is gone. And it's a deep thing, man. That's my man from high school, man. We used to beef with the Latin Kings. I don't know if a lot of y'all know, but when I was growing up, I was down with the Bloods. Non-Trey shit. Now, I want y'all to grasp. This is back when I was 14, 15 years old. So we talking like 9'6", 9'7". This is when a lot of y'all weren't even born. So I don't want to hear the comments. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all talk too much. And y'all don't be tough enough to be talking to certain people. But we live in goofy times. It is what it is. But back then, 9'6", 9'7", I was riding that Cinco. And we was always fighting with the Latin Kings. You know, I got stabbed by them a few times. I put some work in on them. That's why I got stabbed. But we had a little problems with the Latin Kings or whatever. They had jumped me one day. So then we got them back, and I stabbed one of them with my pencil. And that's when the stabbing started. So they caught my homie, my Crip homie. It was a Crip dude that used to roll with us. I don't want to say people's names because a lot of people still out in the street. A lot of things is still active. But the Crip homie got stabbed. Then after him, the brother Rod that died, they stabbed him too. And then eventually they caught up to me. I was the main target. I was the short, stupid one. So, you know, everybody wanted me. You know, we got to get that short nigga. That motherfucker thinks he's Rambo or some shit. Because motherfucker run up on me by myself, I'm still going. I don't run. Simple. So whatever you got for me, man, we gonna have to square it up. So that pissed people off. I'm like, why this little nigga ain't running? So I'll be the main target. So, you know, when they caught me, man, they gutted me real good and whatnot. And yeah, the same brothers caught Rod. But that's not who killed him. I'm not saying that. A lot of y'all get lost. This is all passe stuff. Well, childhood gang shit. But y'all gotta begin just get an understanding of life, man, and try to take it easy out there. Stop letting y'all emotions get the best of y'all, because a lot of y'all go crazy to the wrong people. A lot of y'all have no clue who I am. So y'all like, man, Silas is a weirdo, man. They be on here talking, teaching and all that, but you don't know me from the past. I'm reaching to better myself, because that's what it's about. Ain't running around acting a goddamn fool when you my age. See, when I was young, that was cool. But at my age, and I'm around older people, civilized people, I don't be dealing with knuckleheads. I don't really deal with the young that much. It's frowned upon. So I'm around grown-ups. You running around my age and you in the gang and all this goofy stuff, man, that's frowned upon. But to the young, it's cool. So I understand. When I was young, it was cool. Now I'm the age I am. It's not that cool for me to be doing that. That's why I'm reaching for something better, you know. Grown men want to have grown man business. I don't want to be viewed as a gang member when I die, because we all gonna pass. I don't want to be remembered as that. So gotta try to turn the table. So at least by the time I die, the legacy will be something different than what it would be. Cause there ain't no glory in all. He was a drug dealer. He did this bad thing and that bad thing and this bad thing happened. Cause for every bad thing you do, it's a nigga on the end of the stick. So for every person that love you, so for every nigga I might have saved and protected, well, there's those on the other end of the stick. So they gonna say I ain't shit and I ain't nothing. And so this is what you got when you in the streets. Nothing shit. So I can't die like that. Man, I got kids and you just want to be the best you could be. So that's why I pull for that. But 10 years ago, man, I was smoked half of you niggas on here because y'all goofed out like that and y'all don't understand life and y'all don't understand how things go. It's people out here dying, like on some real life. It's people out here dying rough deaths. You don't want to get shot up. Trust me. You don't want to die that way. When I got shot, the first thing I thought to myself, I said, oh man, I'm 21. I got a 1-year-old. I can't die right now. Bullets just boom, 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 flying by me. I'm on the floor trying to get up and all this goofy shit. Niggas got me, I'm pretty happy. Niggas got me rolling on the floor. I'm even dirty. So I'm like, what's going on? Long story short, I thought I was going to be dead. So I'm looking for the cars so I could roll under them because I'm going to die under the car. You ain't about to leave me in the middle of the street so niggas can walk by me and be like, oh shit, that's cheese. Nah, you want to see me dead, you need to look under the car. That's the only way. So, that's how my mind worked. When they get dumping on me and I got hit, I'm trying to roll under a car so I die under there. Now, grasp, you want to die like that? A lot of y'all out here ganging, slanging, and banging. Y'all need to chill out. A lot of y'all young niggas, man, y'all ahead of yourselves. Y'all hyped up. Y'all ain't thinking about the end results. I ain't had no niggas to tell me the end results of things because I was a young nigga that started young. So by the time I was 18, 19, I was the boss in the streets. I had workers and all that. A whole organization of selling dope. And I'm the leader. So when you moving that fast, can't nobody tell you nothing. What is an OG gonna tell me? He look at me as his peers. This nigga's 45 years old. I'm 19, this nigga's 30 years old. They look at me as they peers. We got our kids is in school together. I got the same kind of business they got. So nobody's gonna come and talk to you in that manner like you a young G that they need to school. This is why I didn't get to schooling. But a lot of y'all better take heed to what some people be telling y'all. I know a lot of the OGs now, they put guns in your hands, drugs in y'all hands, and they gas y'all up to do their dirt. So this is how y'all get lost. But I'm going to tell you from a real OG perspective, go to school. I don't care if you're slanging and banging. You got spare time in between that. Go to school, man. You could use that later. Pick you up a trade. Something to keep your time occupied, because that's the main thing. You out in the streets, you're going to get filled up on that street shit. The next thing you know, you're going to turn around, be 30, 40 years old, trying to catch up to the rest of the people in the life that been on the right track all this time. And you don't want to end up like that, because who the fuck wants to end up like that? And this is no disrespect to nobody who end up like that. I mean, I'm a product of that. So I ain't downing a nigga if he trying to get on his feet now. You see me, I'm trying to change my path now too. So I could, at least if I die, when you go through what I go through, and you getting shot and you getting stabbed every year, you like I'm gonna die one of these days. That's always been my thoughts up until maybe 5 years ago, 6 years, no, 5 or 4 years ago. Prior to that, every day I woke up, I'm like, this got to be the day, because I do too much shit. It's no way. I look back now sometimes and be like, damn, nigga, you still alive? It's fucking amazing. Man, you go to my old hood, I guarantee you everybody will tell you he most likely to be dead by now is what we all would have voted that nigga. But it's a deep thing. Brothers got purpose. Spirits got purpose. Y'all gotta start taking heed to yourselves and y'all lives and doing some real thinking and reflecting. If you a young person out there and you slanging and banging and you doing your thing, you take a moment and think. I know OGs don't talk to y'all no more, but take a moment and think. You don't want to get that hot metal pumped in you. You don't want to be sitting in jail. Jail is for bozos, my nigga. I know niggas come out of jail and they be tough, but jail is still for bozos. Even niggas in jail don't want to be in jail. I don't care how cool they make it sound. Because we think if you go to jail, that makes you cool. Or at least this is how niggas speak about it. And the reason that is done is because that's what they have. You think a nigga ain't accomplished shit. You gotta grasp. Niggas is in the street slinging, banging. Ain't none of that worth nothing in real life. Then a nigga go to jail 5 or 10 years and then he come home. What do he got to brag about to make himself sound like a man? Nothing. So this is why jail is perceived to be so tough, and it makes you a man. If you did your bid and you got through your bid, you a man. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Jail is boring. Simple. I know y'all think it's the scariest place in the world, and in all reality, it's filled up with crackheads and dopeheads. It stinks and it's boring. If you a real nigga in jail and you got a reputation on the streets, ain't nothing happening to you in jail. I know y'all think you go to jail and you see these dumbass movies. It don't be like that, man. You go to fucking jail, you see dope fiends and stink ass niggas. Everybody was the biggest drug dealer, and that's it. And you just sitting there bored, like, oh my God, shut up. And that's it. For however long you got, that's it. So if you got 1 day in jail, that's what you gonna see the whole time. Yeah, it's gonna be goofy niggas fighting, but the real niggas, they ain't don't even be saying too much. You just sit there. Your rep gonna get you through the whole bid. That's how soft jail is, truly, if you want to be honest. A nigga's reputation from the streets can get him through his whole bid, where niggas won't even press him. Real shit. Only the real niggas gonna tell you the truth. So some niggas that went to jail might say whatever they want to say. I don't know. People's spirits be compromised for whatever reason. So if you say certain things, it hit them. But a real nigga that did his bid, did his thing, he had a reputation on the streets, he'll tell you, yeah, Silas, right? It's kind of like that. You know, if you got rep in the streets, niggas won't bother you and shit like that. You got rep in there, you could coast through jail. It's just a matter of what you involved in. Goofy niggas go to jail, they try to like get involved in stuff, and then these the niggas that have problems. But for the most part, jail is just boring. So y'all don't have to go to jail, you young niggas. Y'all don't have to go to jail and come home and get real. We gotta start getting real as people. It's simple as that, man. We hold possession in the nothing things. We look at nothingness as prizes. Like, we gotta get it together. Start thinking right and acting right. But I don't want to preach to y'all, because at the end of the day, people gonna learn when they learn. People got to go through what they go through. So I can't tell you when things need to click for you. But at the end of the day, take time out to think. That'll help it click for you faster. When people start taking time out to think. Y'all know y'all like to read and watch TV. Study yourself. Instead of picking up this smart brother's book or that smart scholar nigga's book, put the book down and go sit in the corner and ponder on yourself. Reflect on your experiences and the things that you went through. And see where you went wrong so you don't repeat it. See your actions and the way in your morality. How was your morality in that situation? Did you have principles in that particular situation? These are the things you must ponder on all your past experiences, because that's where the knowledge lies. that's going to take you forward the right way where you need to go. And it's a deep thing you'll have to grasp, but let that be your beginnings. Reflect on your past experiences and look at the morality you had in those situations, because it's a deep thing. I've done this. I look back on my past and say, man, brother was busting his gun. He got caught. He didn't rat. He's honorable. But in all actuality, gunning motherfuckers down ain't nothing honorable about that. So, truly nothing in the streets makes any goddamn sense. Once you get to a level of manhood, conscious-wise, and you a man in your thoughts, nothing in the streets make no sense. But I know niggas is out there and they got to live according to the rules wherever you at. So the system don't make no sense either. But we got to live by the rules of this joint. So I fully understand brothers in the streets got to too. So I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just pumping real truth in y'all ears. You take it, you put it in your back pocket for later. You ain't got to get emotional and get mad and say, but I'm out here now because I know how people think. I'm out here now, you don't know what you do. Listen, man, I was out there hard. So just grasp what I'm saying. Most of the things that brothers are saying in the streets makes no fucking sense. Because a nigga will shoot up the block and hit all fucking innocent bystanders. Get caught, don't rat, come home and he's praised. Or he at least looked at as a real nigga because he kept it solid and he stood tall. But shooting up innocent bystanders ain't nothing honorable about that. So how you overlook that bullshit and then you be like, well, we got to grasp. When you get to manhood, you got to just be real with self and say, okay, if this don't make sense, then that can't either. And it's a deep thing. Y'all basically living in a reality that both of the options are the same. You be a slime bag or be a slime bag. You could be a slime bag and don't get no honor for it, or you can be this kind of slime bag and get honor for it. But that's your options in the streets. So you just gotta grasp. It's a deep thing. Put my back brace back on. And y'all be groovy, man. Enjoy y'all night. Take it easy out there.